Yo, what's up? Hope you're doing well today. I woke up this morning, and I think I've had this thought for a few days, but I was thinking, what you like about the people you admire is what you actually like about yourself. Whether that's me or somebody else. If it's LeBron James, what you like about LeBron is that the moves that he does remind you of the moves that you do, or the moves that you can do potentially. Say LeBron, the way he faces up and gives the way he pulls up for his jump shot reminds you of you, and you want to be more of that. That's what you like about LeBron, is that he is you. He is a reflection of you within yourself. You see Gordon Ramsay, you're a chef, an aspiring chef, and you see Gordon Ramsay. What you really like about that guy is that you can see yourself being in that capacity someday. It's not that you want to be like him. It's that you want to be what he has become, of what he's made of himself. And that's that's two different things. So I think there's so many people that spend all their time just watching videos and reading, about their favorite person, reading their favorite person's tweets or their Facebook or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And you should be just taking what you like about them. Sometimes you do need to learn more in order to be that version of yourself. If you feel like you don't have what it takes, yeah, you do need to learn from those people. And life is a continual process of learning. So I get that, but you need to always audit yourself. How much time am I spending in the idea that I'm learning, when you're really not learning? You're actually just consuming. You're doing it because it makes you feel good, not because it's making you better. There's only so much of someone's personality that you can consume, that until it's just diminishing who you really are. So it's a constant process, it's a struggle. And I want you to keep that in mind as you go on through your life, through your day. How much time are you spending trying to be someone else that you're not? Someone that you look up to, which is fine. But you really have to start applying it to yourself. You really have to start being yourself. How do you guys like the blonde hair? I'm kind of liking it. I think it's something. There's something to it. You know what? It's funny because when I did it, I didn't realize why I was doing it. I just felt like doing it. And it's funny because I've had such... my hair hasn't been much to speak about. It's always been... I've had this average hairdo for 3-4 years. And maybe even longer. And it's funny to see myself with blonde hair. I'm like, that's so weird, because it actually is more like me. I feel more like myself because I always had kind of just remarkable appearance, and lately I haven't. So it's kind of cool to have something that people are like, hey, you look weird, you look cool, whatever. Anyway, I want to encourage you to see God in yourself. You see the God in other people all the time. The people you admire, you see the God in them, and that's why you admire them. But you need to start seeing the God in yourself, because the God in yourself is the self that people will admire. People will admire the God in you, but you have to realize the God in yourself before people will do that. You realize the God in others, and so you watch all their videos and you consume them and you love them and you hang them up on your wall, but you have a God in you, and the God in you is just as big as the God in others. They're just being that more frequently. You need to be that more, and it's easy. All you gotta do is be yourself. You can learn from others. You should learn from others because that helps you grow, but don't hide your shine. Be yourself. And the more you be yourself, it's like a practice. You're practicing being yourself. You're practicing being the God inside of you. And therefore, you will grow. You will grow that God, and you will be more like God because you're being that more frequently. It makes sense. It's common sense, actually. It's like nobody puts that into words on a regular basis, so you don't get to hear that as much, but it's the truth. That's the way that it works. Everyone has a God inside, and that's what people admire about others. Be that more. You have one. You have that within. Be that. That's all I have to say. Nothing spectacular. Just the very simple fact that, Just the very simply, I want people to see me and see what they like about me, instead of saying that, I've figured out something that they haven't, or I've found some way to achieve something that others can't. It's silly. It's silliness, I hate that, because I'm just barely getting started, and people are already kind of saying, oh man, it must be nice. I'm like, what? No. It could be nice for you. You just have to do, you have to do very simple things. I haven't even worked at, I've been doing this for a few years, but I haven't even started to work hard. I can work way harder than I have been, and so don't give me that crap about, it only being this way for me, I don't know. All I'm saying is, it doesn't matter what your road is. Just be yourself until you figure out how to be yourself frequently enough that it works out for you, because it will. You'll eventually be yourself so damn much that the world can't stop looking at you. And I'm barely starting with that. I'm not trying to humble brag, and I'm not trying to act like I've got what it is that people want. Some people are starting to point that out in me, and I know what it is. It's that I'm being myself. And so, the more that you do that, the more power you will have, because you are being God. You are being the God inside, and everyone has that. And it's not blasphemous to say that. How many times does God or Jesus have to say that to you? That until you believe it, that's the problem with people today. They just don't realize that. They don't realize the magnitude of spiritual truth. When God says something, it means it. God means that, about being yourself and about being God. The word Christian, it means to be a little Christ, to have Christ, to be of Christ. There's no division, there's no separation. Whatever religion you have, whatever religion you believe in, you subscribe to, that is what it is. That is the truth. It all means the same thing. You are a part of this. I am. You are. The great I am. That is existence. That is consciousness. That is creation. That is what we are. It is life. It is the life force. That is everything. Be yourself, because that is. You are. You are. And that is the most profound truth that there ever has been. You are. The fact that you are is the most powerful. It is the most powerful validation that you need to do anything you want to do. You exist. And if you exist and you have a desire to do something specific, how much more authority do you need? How much more validation do you need? God has given you this opportunity to be you, to be alive, to exist in a world where you actually have senses, you actually have awareness, you have, and not only those things, you have potential, and not only potential, but desire. So you have the energy to expand in a direction. You have a desire which is pointing you at that aim, and you have all authority and validation from God, because you are, because you exist. There is nothing else that matters. There is nothing else. Any other thoughts you have that are limiting you from accomplishing the things you want to accomplish don't matter. What matters is what is. The only thing that matters is you. You are matter. You are matter with energy and potential and desire. And that is the only thing that matters. What do you need? What else do you need? You need knowledge. So you need information. There's information everywhere. You get on your phone, you get on Google, you get on YouTube, and you can have any piece of information that you want or need, that you think you need. Let's say it that way. You get the information, then you will be in formation. You will be in formation toward the chief aim that you have, the goal that you have. Stop focusing on anything negative. Stop focusing on anything that isn't getting you to propel in the direction that you want to go. Because you are an animal that exists. You are a being, an entity that exists with a desire. So like you're this thing, you're this ball of energy that looks like a human being, and within this ball there's this motivation, this feeling that's pulling you or pushing you toward this one specific direction. Anything that's stopping that is not a part of the exterior world. It is all within your own mind. You're limiting yourself. Stop doing that. There's so many things that are holding you back. And of course, it's easy for me to say, but I've had to overcome these things one step at a time, and I'm still doing that every single day when I'm running my business or asking myself questions about myself or trying to find out what's going to make me more happy or get me in a more desirable place. So it's easy to say, but harder to achieve. But there's other videos you can watch on the internet that will help you get there if you need more questions answered. And I have some on my YouTube channel as well that will help you. Hopefully to help you. I just put them out because I think they'll help. The point that I'm trying to make, and I hope I've made this clear. It's been about 15 minutes of talking, so hopefully this makes sense, because I don't want to make this video longer than it has to be. The point is, you are your own God. You are your own everything. So you can admire others, you can learn from others, and sometimes you must learn from others, but believe that you are, and that's all that matters, and that is all you need. Go out and get the information, find a strategy that works, and execute that strategy. I believe in you. I want you to believe in you, more importantly. And if you have any questions, just hit me up. I admire you already for watching this and taking the time to listen to me. And you're on the right track. We're all on the right track. It's just going to take some of us longer than others, and hopefully it doesn't take you too long. We only have so much time. So hopefully it doesn't take you too long. Otherwise you won't get it. I love you. Be good. You are blessed. Peace out.